ago. We're now going to move forward in our event to the next speaker. So coming up next is, oh, there we go, is Nick Anderson. So Nick, if I can ask you to switch your camera on, and I'm going to welcome Nick now from BAE Innovation Labs. Now Nick's going to talk to us a little bit about mentoring and funding. And Nick, I'm not going to stick around for this. I'm going to mute and I'm going to come back on at the end. So best of luck.
Thanks very much, James. Sorry, Ed and James, for that fantastic insight into LEP. Yep, so Ed, thank you for the introduction. My name's Nick Anderson and I'm a Senior Systems Development Engineer with BAE Systems Maritime. I'm actually here to talk to you about Innovation Labs, and I'm really looking forward to getting into that with all of you. It's great to have so many people joining us today. But first off, I realise that many of you may not know or be familiar with BAE Systems, let alone the maritime part of our business. So I've got some videos to play for you today, some great tech people in the background that are going to line that up for me. And hopefully this next video will explain to you what we do at BAE Systems Maritime much better than I could possibly put into words. So if we could have the video, please. Lovely. I apologise, I probably should have given you guys a heads up, a warning about how dramatic that music may have been. I'm sure it's woken a few of us up. Hopefully that's given you an idea of BAE Systems Maritime and what we do. But I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk to you about Innovation Labs. It's our latest startup. It's a small team. It's brand new, and we're really excited to be engaging with you guys now. Let me jump right in and give you a taste of who we are. So we were given the challenge by the board, a strategic challenge of how to innovate and explore new ideas to grow the business in a cost-effective way, as we all do. And this is a significant challenge because it's very much out of the realms of the normal business of BAE Maritime, which I'll get into. But we took this sort of roughly four-pronged approach, and these are some of the values that I want to take you through today and trying to explain to you why we want to work with you, why we're different, and what we can offer you. So to start with, I am a member of supposed dedicated entrepreneurial team. And my team explores these new opportunities that will help grow the business, change the way that we work, change what we can offer our customer, and look well into the future at how we're going to continue to offer real operational excellence to our customers. A strong focus behind that is customer validation. So we frequently get our customers in to engage with us, to tell us what they need, get feedback on the work that we're doing, and ensure that we're really meeting their requirements and satisfying their needs, all in a cost-effective manner. Now, what's really different is we've got this fail-fast mentality, which I'll get more into later. But we don't want to be bogged down in safe contracts. We want to take risks. We want to explore the unknown. We want to challenge what we think is possible. And if it fails, then fine, learn and move on. That is exactly what we're about. And to do that, we want to look externally. We want to look at third parties, SME startups, all of you wonderful people joining us today. And we want to engage with you. We want you to inform us about what we're not aware of, what we should be doing, and gain from your experiences, and bolster and boost your fantastic ideas and get them on the market, not just for our defence customers, but into new markets as well, which leads me on to, nicely, my next slide. So how are we a dedicated entrepreneurial team? What does that really mean? I want to take you through each of those points and try to explain to you the backing behind that. So this is the way I like to explain how we're different from our core business sector. So we have a very broad portfolio of offerings, of products and services, and we have a wealth of customers as well, and a lot of contracts on the go, a lot of big contracts, and a lot of contracts in backlog as well. And every now and again, we do reach into new markets, whether that be through export or new customers, and share what we have to offer in those new markets. Or we privately invest our own money in what we like to call private ventures. And that takes what we already provide our customers and give them the next generation, give them the next offering, give them what they maybe haven't thought about yet, and privately invest that money to bolster our portfolio of what we can offer them. And that's very familiar to the business, and that's the BAE Systems Maritime that many people are familiar with. But how myself and my team are different is we're working right up in that right-hand corner of that graphic you're seeing on screen now. We don't work with current customers or our current offerings. We engage with them, we learn from them. But what we want to do is we want to have a really far future looking lens at all the work that we do and see what aren't we doing yet? What aren't our competitors doing yet? What technologies and people do we need to bring in house to be able to offer new products and new services to our current customers and customers that we're not engaged with yet? We want to engage hugely with the civil market, with commercial markets, and take the things that we learn out of the defence market and inject that back in for a civil benefit. Now, how about that customer validation? So the AR suite is a facility that I'm currently running and that I'm very excited about, and I think speak about a little bit too passionately sometimes. But essentially, what we've done is we've taken a commercial augmented reality headset and we've worked with an SME to develop a demonstration that shows the ways in which we want to see AR technology exploited for the benefit of our customers. And there's a whole wealth of different ways that you can utilize AR technology, whether that be to improve safety, to provide information on the job, to provide video conferencing live and in real time. Now, that customer collaboration is so essential. This facility was set up privately by funding from BAE Systems, and we want to get internal stakeholders, external parties, and our customers in to validate what it is we believe the technology should be being used for and the ways in which we can see it being exploited in the future in a real beneficial way to ensure that we provide for them exactly what it is that they need before we ever go to them with a cost or a business proposal. They've been there from a very early stage and have helped us develop it, from day one. Now, this has got to go somewhere. It's got to go into a business proposal eventually. And we currently have a fantastic example of how AR is going to be exploited in the future. And that's by the naval ships part of our maritime business. And they've been working to produce, with our electronic systems guys, a BAE Systems proprietary headset that solves a whole wealth of issues that the customer has when regarding technology like this, that they've fed into us and that we've worked to solve. And what they're trying to do is give the officer of the watch on the bridge of a warship the ability to look at the horizon, never take their eyes off the horizon, but be able to see in front of them all of the sensor overlays from their radar and their other sensor systems, and reduce the dependency on that comms link to the ops room that would normally feed them that information. So we have another video. Hopefully, it's going to do a better job of explaining that than I have. But if we can play that video now, and I'm sure there's going to be more dramatic music to perk us up. Thanks. Thank you. I love that last bit, protecting the nation through innovation. I feel like that should be the tagline of the business. Right. Looking externally, SME startups, you wonderful people. How can we get you involved? Now, this is the bit I'm most excited about, as you hopefully can tell, and why I've been sent to talk to you today. We need your support. We don't always know what's out there. We don't know what's the most cutting edge, and we don't always have the resources to realize those visions either. And so we want to engage with SMEs and startups and bring you in and talk with you and try and bolster the ideas and innovations that you have, as again for the benefit of our customers and for those future markets. Now, a great example I want to mention up on screen now is Intrepid Mines. Now, this was an SME that BAE hadn't previously engaged with, and we were put in touch with one another through a sort of similar innovating network venture such as this. And they were one of 13 companies that actually came on site, and we hosted a sort of Dragon's Den style pitching event with 5 senior internal stakeholders as panelists. And essentially, what this resulted in is we bought in. We gave them £8,000 up front right away, without buying their IPR, without signing, contracts and all the rest of it. This was essentially, here's some money, here's an idea, we love what you're doing, and we really want to see you take it further. What that resulted in was 4 weeks later, we had a prototype and we could begin testing on this new application of drone technology that hadn't yet been seen in our business. And this is really, really exciting. And we have ongoing relationship with Intrepid Minds to see this work go further. Now, that fail fast mentality, it's crucial. If we kept doing everything really safely, we wouldn't be able to get out of that current core business sector activity that I showed you on the graphic earlier. We really need to be pushing for the difficult bits, the questions that we haven't asked yet, you know, the unknown, and accept that failing is okay. I'm pretty sure it was oh no, I'm not, I think it was Tesla possibly, who said, I have not failed, I've just found 10,000 ways in which this won't work. And that is so central to what it is that we're trying to do. So in the interest of future innovation and thinking about the future, I think I've got one more video for you here that will hopefully stimulate some of that thought and get you thinking about how you might be able to work with us going forward. Fantastic. Right. I've got to apologize, Ed. I think I'm overrunning by a minute, so I'm very sorry for that. But thank you all for listening. My email address is at the bottom there. I'll pop it in the chat as well. Please, please, please do get in contact. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to engage with you. We've got a significant budget, a large portion of which is ring fenced and in our gift to use to engage with yourselves. So very much look forward to hearing from you.
Thank you. I think you have them all. We've got a large budget, and I'm sure they'll all be heading over. And I know that in a moment in the office section, we've got a really good offer to come and pitch to you guys in line with kind of what you were talking about earlier. So you've got lots of questions to field on that. So I would disappear now. Thank you, Nick, from all of us here, and we'll see you later. I'm going to take control of the slide deck, and let's move on. Thanks, Nick.